tell y'all, y'all got to see this. Which you won't see it, because if I put it on, they're going to put a strike on my channel or take it down. But I wish y'all could see it. But I'm going to give you, in the link, I'm going to put a copy of it so you guys can go onto it and find it and look for yourself. But ain't nobody came in yet, so I don't have nobody to talk to right now. But before I start talking, this is what I wanted to say. So I'm waiting for people to come on in here, smash that like button. If you've never subscribed, push the subscribe button. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. Y'all come on in here and hit that button when you come on in here, especially that like button. And then we could have a conversation. So I might show y'all a still picture of what I'm trying to talk about, because I know if I put it on here, it's going to be a problem. Did you find it right there? So I'm waiting for people to come on in here. Ain't nobody on. Nobody's on. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Nobody's on here yet. Nobody's on here yet. Okay, come on. I've been on here for a minute and ain't nobody on here. I don't want to say it too many times, but y'all, come on in the house. Come on in the house. Come on in the room. Okay, I don't know who this is just clicked on. Was it you, Deneen? Probably so.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay. Okay, so you and Layla ain't clicked on nothing.
No, I'm still trying to get
So I'm just waiting. It says highlight. Oh, Adrian's on. You in, Adrian? Okay. I got Adrian on here. Okay, I got my scarf on my head. You know it's raining out here in Texas. It's bad. It's snowing and raining, so ain't going nowhere. But I got something to talk about right quick, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Let's see. Nobody else. Somebody else is on. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start going because I don't want to be on here too long. Okay. I'm doing my due diligence, you know. I'm doing my due diligence, and I'm looking up stuff. So one of the commentators on YouTube that I follow, I happen to just follow him, and I saw something on there. I said, well, wait a minute. But he couldn't show the whole video, because if you show the video, it'll take his channel down or he'll get striked. So I understand, you know, my moderators is working, so y'all see them up there, the moderators. But he couldn't show it. So I wanted to see more of the video because I want to see who these people were. So I started looking, and he said it was on X Twitter. It's another platform. You can go on there. The link, we're going to put a link in the chat so you can see it, find it. But what I saw was, y'all know Jimmy Carter. She said, what happened? Okay. Jimmy Carter died, right? He died New Year's Eve, I think it was. He died New Year's Eve. So either they had his funeral yesterday or today. I think it was today. They had his funeral today. So you know when they have a president that dies, you know, he stays in state for a week or so. Okay, so then they had a funeral. Child, they had a black funeral. Let me tell you what happened. I was so took off with screaming. So this is what happened. Everybody's lined up sitting in the row. You see Bush, his wife. You see Hillary Clinton and her husband. You see Barack, but Michelle wasn't there. You see Trump. You see Trump and his wife. And then you see Kamala, and her husband. So there is Joe Biden, his wife, Kamala, and her husband. They sitting there, the funeral ain't started, people coming in, and the news reporters is talking and everything. It was live too. And somebody must have, didn't have no audio to it. But when Kamala came in, she had an attitude. She had an attitude. So I don't know what that was about. It was a lot of pressure there at that funeral. You could cut it with a knife. Everybody came, but they didn't want to be there. That's what it felt like. So you're sitting there and I'm waiting. All of a sudden, you see Camilla's husband jump up. He jumped up. She jumps up. And she's trying to block him from somebody that's on the other side of the church or the theater, not the church, but wherever they were. Somebody else on the other side. I don't know. He was running towards that way probably to get somebody. I'm thinking it was like a hacker, talking loud. But they were talking about Camila, I think. Child, Camila jumps up to stop him, and her arms are swinging, and she trying to stop him, but it looked like she was fighting on her husband, but she wasn't. She was trying to stop him. The girl got hands. I was like, how? They tore that front 2 rows up. Let me tell you, Barack and Trump was sitting next to each other. They had been talking the whole time. Next thing you know, the Secret Service jumped in. You seen them too. They jumps in, and when they jumps in, baby, they took whoever that was out. I don't know what happened. But one went down, and one fell on fell on Obama and Trump at the same time. Took them all down, then the cameras cut off. I'm telling you, they was fighting, squabbling on that front row. Now, I don't know what was said. I don't know what caused the fight. I have yet to find out what caused that whole fight. But that fight, I was just screaming because you could see Camila sitting there like this. And something is going on because she's getting angry. And so the husband was sitting there. He was looking straight. But whatever happened, he didn't like what was being said. Because they were just sitting there not saying a word. And they were all uptight. Nobody turned and looked. Yeah, that's what happened, Adrian. I'm telling you. And next thing you know, it went left. That man got mad. He jumped up. I guess they were talking about his wife or somebody over there. It had to be his wife, because why would he get mad about somebody else? Or if he's the person who's a heckler, whoever is talking about everybody over there, he ain't gonna jump up. It had to do with her. And it probably was a Trump fool, because they tried something. I couldn't tell. It looked like they did something to the camera and move people around and move stuff out. You know how they can trick the camera, make you think, and they move somebody out. Yeah, that's what happened. But Trump and Obama, they got the hard part, because it came down. Everybody came down on them, right on that end. And his wife, Trump's wife, she never moved either, because she was on the end. And if she wouldn't have been on the end, she would have got hurt. Obama got smashed. Oh, he got smashed. I know he got smashed, because when it fell, it went right for Obama and Trump at the same time. I thought that was odd, because early in the video, they kept showing Trump and Obama just talking and laughing and, whatever they were talking about. They laughing and talking, and, Obama just smiling, and he'll say his little thing. He had his cool, how he cool. He always got his legs crossed. He had his leg crossed, just looking at the obituary and saying stuff. And Trump was kind of turned towards him, looking right at him. And when this whole thing come out, you'll see Trump do this. Trump opens his mouth like he's scared, and Obama just sits there like this here, like he bracing himself. And they cut the camera after that, because I know them two was hurt. They came down on them. The majority of those Secret Servicemen came down on Barack and Trump. But I'm telling you, if you look at that video, all you see is Kamala going like this. She doing this. It looked like she fighting her husband. That girl had hands. I was like, oh, get it, girl. And so she was boom, boom. She was doing this. And then they took her and flew her back. She went back and fell in her seat, and you'll see her face like this. It wasn't her. She wasn't fighting her husband. Her husband was trying to get to whomever was over on the other side of the room, addressing probably her. He sat there as long as he could take it. He couldn't take it no more. So the men, when he jumped up, The Secret Service was right there. That wasn't the person that was probably talking. It was them Secret Service. It was two of them. They made it over there like quick. I was like, where they come from? They came out of nowhere. And to get him to not to go over there. And like I say, she jumped up. Now, I know a lot about fights. Okay, in places where they should not be. That is a place at a funeral. You know, us African American people, we tend to don't care. We tend to have fights at a funeral, a graduation, church, birthday party. We don't care. It happens. So for us to have something like that is kind of normal. And you come back and say, how's the funeral? How's the wedding? Or how was this? They had a fight. So it's normal. You just say, what, girl? They had a what? Yeah. So that's what happened at this presidential funeral, Jimmy Carter's funeral. It was a mess. It was a mess. So they're going to probably keep it off the internet, but they wasn't keeping it from me because I found it. But we can't show it. What I can show is I'm going to show y'all a still picture of what it looked like. When I got it, they blurred it out, and all you can see is this, like this, like this, you know, shadows moving. And I was curious I kept rolling it back, trying to see who I think it was. And I was kind of right, but I didn't know who those two men were. But, so then when I found it, I said, oh, they're going to show the whole thing. I found it. And when I found it, I said, oh my God, I started screaming. I said, they was really fighting at the people's funeral. They was really doing that. That really happened. But I'm telling you, when Camilla came out, let me show you. See, when she came out, y'all, and she heard as her husband. See, Trump is already sitting down. She already don't see. She moved him and put him there on the end. So now you see she's sitting there. There's tension in the air. There's so much tension in the air. Now the Biden and his wife has to come out. They gonna come out and sit next to Camilla. So the fight don't start till like after, like 5 or 10 minutes after Biden and his wife comes out. Biden didn't know what was going on. He don't know. Sleepy Joe didn't know what was going on. But that's what happened with that situation. And I thought I'd come on here and let y'all know that was a fight. I was looking at it going, oh, they really fighting. They was fighting. So I know one or two or three, 4, 5, 6 things about fighting in a place that's not presentable to do so. It's never presentable, but we had a fight at our church one Sunday. And I happened to be in the middle of it. Yeah. It didn't go too well. It was not nice at all. It started in the sanctuary and ended up in one of the offices. I saw it brewing during prayer. So I decided to go tell the pastor, which was my brother-in-law, something going on. They having words in the sanctuary while we having prayer. So we need to pull them to the side. So he goes and get them two and say, y'all come in here in this room. We're going to talk because we had guests that day too. Now that was visiting our church. A lot of people. So we go in the back. I go back there and I tell them what I saw. So when we get back there, these two people are standing like this here. The pastor's in the middle. I'm on the side. I'm listening to these two right here argue back and forth, back and forth. The pastor say, hey, wait a minute. We're not going to have this in my church. Blah, blah, blah. Well, this one reached around and boom, hit that one, smashed the pastor in between. They went like this here. Boom, hit the ground. While this is going on, church is still going on. Nobody could get back there. Let me see what she's saying. Everywhere Trump is, there is chaos. Yes. And so I don't know if they were aiming at Trump or what was going on. I can't tell you if they were aiming at Trump, but yeah, yeah. But Trump was trying to be nice. He was holding his composure and stuff, and I don't know. I really don't know, but I know the two Secret Servicemen fell on him and Barack because of all of this. They went boom and fell. So then the camera went off. So I don't know if they fell on the ground or who fell on the ground, but they were trampled. They got trampled. Okay, now, so in the church, I'll go back to my experience. In the church, the two guys were fighting. Okay, they were fighting back and forth, fighting. Well, the door, they had their feet by the door. So I couldn't get out to get. Yeah, yeah, it does look like that, Adrian. Yes, it does. It does. There's a lot of tension in that room. You can cut it with a knife. But then they keep saying something about Biden is mad at Kamala. I don't know what's going on that. Didn't research that. I was looking at the fight. If you, that's what, if you're looking at it and they're talking, Adrian, you might hear something about that Kamala and Biden ain't getting along. Now, how real that is, I have no idea. The streets didn't tell me that, but I heard it on the video on the news. CNN, I think it was CNN, said that there was tension between those two. Now, what it was, I don't know. But anyway, back to the fight. So the fight went as far as, the fight that we had at our church. It went as far as we couldn't get in the room because their feet were blocking the door. So now they're fighting. The pastor's in the middle. He can't even get up because they're fighting around him. But all three are on the ground. So then they start fighting. I'm trying to pull the pastor, get him out the middle. Me and another lady that was locked in the room with him. You hear Pastor's son trying to get in the door. He's boom, trying to break the door down. It's not working. So we had to move their feet to the side because we can't get these men off the ground, me and this other lady in the church. We can't get their feet, we can't get them off the ground from fighting. They're fighting on the ground. So we had to take their feet that's blocking the door and move it. So we get another man in there to come help us get them off the ground. And that's exactly how it happened. So, and they were fighting because of he say, she say, I heard. I don't know. That's very rare for two men to fight about that. But I said that to say this. Somebody was a little sweet. And I think the other one must have liked the other one and something got said and that's where it started. To this day, one of them passed away. I don't know about the other one. He passed away right after this fight had happened. Because after they got up and the pastor told them what they did was wrong and, kind of said, you guys can't do this and be doing this in my church. I got guests and it was really bad. He had words to the pastor. He said something very disrespectful from what I was told to the pastor, and then shortly after then he left the church and shortly after he passed away. So, who knows? But all I know is 2025 is just coming in, is here, and it's just being ushered in by all kinds of things. Look at our weather. It's burning up in California, and it's snowing and raining and doing all kind of stuff here. So prayer is so much needed. It is. It's so much needed. I don't know, when you got your presidents can't even go, they all can't get together and do nothing. They had a funeral and they sitting there fighting. It looked like Kamala was fighting him, but she was not. So I want everybody to look at that again. I mean, her hands was going. But she was trying to stop. And I don't know if she was fighting. Look, for a minute, it looked like she was fighting the Secret Serviceman. I don't know. It was so quick. I done rolled it back, stopped, did all that. It looked like, because her hands was everywhere. That girl was everywhere. And I said, look at that. That's just like a black woman. She was it's like, uh-oh. And the husband, he took off. Whoever he was trying to get to, he would have tore him up. But those Secret Service men came in so quick. Yeah, it was so quick. The camera can't catch it. Couldn't hardly catch it. They was whoop. I said, where they come from? And that's when they were fighting and scuffling so long till they worked their way right. Isn't that strange how that worked though? They worked themselves right at Obama and Trump. And that's where it ended at right there, as far as I know, because the camera was turned off. But yeah, that was something. And if you look at some people didn't have no expressions on their face. You look at the vice president, Gore, and them, they're in the back. No expression. But Bush, W. Bush, he was like, his whole demeanor changed because he seen the whole thing. So, and if you look at Trump's wife, her whole demeanor never changed. She did a little movement while they were fighting. It never changed. She wasn't like scared or like looking like, let me move over or she never did any of that. And at least I didn't see it unless it happened after the cameras cut. But yeah, so there is a fight. CNN is not going to show it. They're not going to show it. They can't show it. I can't show it on my channel, but I did show you guys a little bit of what I'm talking about. So now we're going to drop a link to the app where we got the information from. I'll put that on there for those that don't know where it came from. Those that don't know where it came from. Okay, I'm reading some of the comments. Yeah, prayer is necessary. You right. Right, I'm reading that. That was Adrian talking. She was talking to me. Yeah, prayer is definitely needed because they don't realize that this is bigger than them. It's bigger than them. This has nothing to do with them. There's only so much they can do, but this is way bigger than them. And when you are supposed to be a president, or you supposed to be, yeah, it's already on YouTube, Adrian. That's where I got it from. And when I do my research, that's because I do a daily research on different things and different news. I seen it on YouTube, but on YouTube, one of the commentators that I follow, he blew it out. You can't see it. You see them scuffling, but you don't know who is who because they blurred that whole area where Trump and them were sitting. It was all blurred out. So I went searching for it and found it on the site where I'm gonna upload onto my page, and you'll be able to see it because I saw the whole video, the whole everything, the hands, the everything. You saw everything. People moving, jumping. You seen it all. Camilla got thrown in her seat backwards. So I saw the whole thing, but they have not yet realized that it's bigger than them. As you said, Adrian, Trump tends to take trouble or whatever wherever he goes. Well, people don't like him. People have their own opinions on him. I have no opinion at all. So that's why when it comes to voting, I quit. Because they already know who they're going to put into office. They already know. It's they cheated. They say they cheated last 4 years ago. Okay, now this time, what's the big deal? Okay, they going to let whoever they want to get into office. So no matter what you do, which is your right to vote, and I agree with that. Our forefathers fought so they can vote. But it's my opinion on me, on what I want to do. And I don't feel that it's necessary for me. It may be necessary for somebody else, but it's not for me. And I do appreciate the fact that I was able to vote. I do appreciate that. But they're going to put in whoever they want to put in office, and without our say so. Okay, just like the fires burning in California, the snowstorm is here. You don't think some of that is done through the government? What? You think it's just a coincidence? Yeah, I mean, I've been here 9 years, and I was here that time we had that blizzard, that snow. We was locked down for 4 days in our homes. And that was the time when COVID was coming out. See, it's like a distraction. So right now we have a lot of distraction going on. Let me see what else she said. Yeah, he does. He does. I agree with that. Advocates. I agree with that. But you got to understand. Did you check to see if your mama was on? You got to check to understand. Check this out. He don't care. That's his whole problem. He don't care. He don't care whether he wanted his way. Now, some people say he's narcissistic. I don't study the man enough to know what he is. Don't care. He has that personality of I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, how I want to do it, and don't think about consequences when he does it. Some people are like that. But I don't necessarily care, but it makes it hard for us to move on in life and in the world when we have presidents and things like that move and operate in that manner. So think it not strange. That's what the Bible said. Think it not strange. He told us, he gave us all the signs. He said things are gonna happen. The weather. The seasons ain't gonna even know what to do. Okay? So think it not strange. All manner of diseases. Think it not strange. This is the end of time. So for those of us that don't see the map that he laid out for us, and we don't see that he's warning us and letting us know to get ready because this is what is lined up for us, then we're going to be lost. It's got to happen. The Bible has to be fulfilled. It has to be fulfilled. So we just have to accept it and move on and pray and know that this is God. And if you don't, well, then you're going to know it's somebody else. So these presidents are people just like you and I. They're people just like you and I. They get into power, and I think they have power. They think they have power. Yep. Daniel. Concerning the kingdom. Yes. They need to read the book of Daniel. Yep. It talks about it. So we got a lot of people out here that are Trump fans, Biden fans, Republicans, Democrats. That's just a title. That's just a name. And they fight one another. Republicans, Democrats, they fight. And so it's been taught from them all the way down to us to fight one another because I believe in this and you believe in this. Just like religion. I'm Pentecostal, you Baptist. So I don't like you because you Baptist? What? And it's just a name. When you die and go to heaven, your name ain't finna be Baptist, nor is it finna be Pentecostal. Neither one of those religions is what they are, got you to where you are. No. But like I say, the presidents don't like him. Barack Obama was sitting there talking to him the whole time, smiling and laughing. Now, whether he wanted to sit there or not is just something else. But he made do with what he had. He made conversation. He was smiling and laughing. I'm with him. That's what I would do. Because it's not like him and Trump is going to go and do golf together. or go out to lunch together and talk over the politics. That's not gonna happen. It's just that why make it look like you're angry all the time? No, he's not, and he probably don't like none of his political views. None of them. He probably don't like not one of them. But it's respect. Now, he gave him respect. Or Trump gave him Obama respect, and Obama gave Trump respect, and that's all it needed to be. That's all it needed to be. But the other stuff that happened, I'm telling you now, I still have yet to find out what that was about. Why did they have that fight? Why was there a fight? I have yet to figure that out. I don't know what happened yet. I don't. But I had to jump on to let y'all know what was going on, because I said, well, I can wait until I find out why. But I can't wait. I got to tell y'all and show y'all what happened. Because if I find out, it probably ain't going to be the truth, no way. So that's when I said, oh, I'm going to just go ahead on and jump on and tell everybody there was a fight at Jimmy Carter's funeral. A disrespectful fight at Jimmy Carter's funeral. I thought only black people did this. That's what I thought. I never thought that this would go this high, and that actually they would actually be fighting like this. So I wanted to get on here and show you guys what's going on. What's going on and what I did and what I found. And y'all go on with that link. I don't know if the link is in the comments yet, but I'm gonna put it in the comments, and then my moderator's gonna put it in there. I ain't doing that. And put the link in the comments so you guys can go on there and view the video. Because if I put this video on, they're gonna take it down, give me a strike, whatever YouTube does. That's what they're gonna do to me. So ain't no sense, since I know that. Ain't no sense in doing it. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But like I said, I just wanted to come on here and show y'all that people be fighting. It's getting bad out here, y'all. It's bad. It's getting bad out here. You know, the presidents are supposed to be more dignified than this. They shouldn't fight. And the news people didn't cut it off. They kept it going. They kept it going. Until they had to turn it off. I think they got smashed. Somebody got smashed between, like I say, Barack and Trump. And who was sitting next to Barack? Oh, Bush's wife. They got hurt right there. Oh yeah, it was trampled. They probably had to pick people up off the floor, I'm sure. But this is what's happening when Trump go places. Yeah. I tell you, you got the presidents and the White House people fighting. This is bad out here. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But I wanted to let y'all know what I found. Y'all go look at the video. And remember, we just had that conversation. And I'm gone for now. I might come back on if I find out why they were fighting. You take care. We just had that conversation. Bye.